Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm going to come on here today and I'm going to make a flower. Just because I haven't made any for a really long time. Did make some this morning, but I thought I'd like to try and make some flowers and make flowers for ages. I'm only going to make some gathered ones or something pretty. I want to make something out of this blue. I do have some blue here that I really think I'd like to make something out. I'll keep bits and pieces of lace and things aside just in case I want to. Well, look at that, I've already gathered that bit up, haven't I? Don't know when I did that, but I do keep bits and pieces, like I said, aside in case I want to make some flowers at some time. And I really like doing the lace ones. Let me see. Now this is really easy what we do, you know, it really is, but I have a real lot of new subscribers. I'm really grateful to all of you people that subscribe to my channel. Well, let's have a bit of cotton out of the thing on the sewing machine, because I think I put my cotton in something else that I'm going to take to the lounge room after, so I've got it packed up to go out there. So I'm going to just do a flower for you, and maybe more than one. We'll just see what happens. I really like making ones that I can put other things into, like other bits of flour on them. When I say other bits of flour, see how I've got these in pieces that I've pulled apart. I think that one's too bright. This bit of one here that I've got that I've pulled to pieces, actually I've stuck that on there. I just get these ones and I pull them apart like that, and then I'll make a piece and I'll put it into it or under it or whatever and change it to be a different thing altogether. I don't like that at all. Anyway, this bit's not working. Let's go with what we were doing in the first place. You know, stop fiddling about there. Okay, so this is really wide, this piece of lace. So if you're going to do a flower out of it, you want to actually really want this, you'll turn it over like that and do it, okay? So when it's gathered up, it is too wide to make a flower out of. We're going all wrong now. Let's start somewhere else. Let's get something smaller. Here we go. This will be better. This piece here. I wanted the blue, didn't I? So that's why it's not working. I should do, but I don't like to cut the piece that I'm working with, because when I'm doing it, I want to. Now I'm doing this because it's my new camera, my new angle. I'm hoping that people can see what I'm doing better, and you'll let me know what you reckon about that. So you just do little stitches. I've got a big father knot there, just make sure you can't see that when you're finished. And I'm doing it with 2 threads because with the lace it'll pull straight through because it's very holy, so you've got to be careful that your stitching doesn't go straight through, and then you start over again, okay? So you just gather it up like this. Excuse me. And we'll just go like that until it feels, you know, like it's gathered enough. You sort of don't want to make it too wrong, and then I just have a little bit extra every time. I just always add a bit extra because it will work. It just, you know, I've got another ½ inch there that I'll just go along, put that in, and got it all wrapped around. But you don't worry about that, nobody panic, it will come unhooked if you just feel it like so. Rightio. Now I've got a bit of a knot, but I'm not going to worry because I'm going to undo it. I've twisted it all through there. So what you do is, because this could happen to you too, you know, you never do know, so you just want to go backwards through where that came. That's under there, see, like that, and then you can pull it up, and you want to get the piece, there's your knot there, okay, on the outside, and you're going to pull that tight, and then you're going to do a couple of really good stitches here to hold onto it. Now it's up to you whether you want to put a bit of glue on it to join that other piece. Well, I'll show you in a minute. That through there. Okay, now we'll cut that off. Now see here where there's open, I'll put a bit of glue there, because if you try to put what's the name? I figured I know what I'm going to do with my stand here, my new stand. I'm going to put the fabric on it, and then when I get anything that people, you know, have sent to me that I've got, all these things that I had hanging on everything else, I just hang a few bits on it, can't I, and decorate it with that. Now this doesn't want to come out of here. Come on, really now? Stop that fooling around. Come on. It was working a minute ago. It should be too, because the glue's there. It just doesn't want to come out the hole. What's going on with that? Come on, it's a bit of glue. Tiny bit. I only need a tiny bit though. Just a tiny bit of glue just to hold it, make sure they're both the same place there. They meet up properly, and that way when you frill it out like that, you can't really see that much, can you? Look, how's that look? Pretty. Okay, now I had some nice sheer organza ribbon here somewhere. Of course I would still have it, I just got to find it for you. And I'm going to show you a bit more of how I would finish this flower. I've got some white here, because you could leave it like that if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that, because I want to isn't that straight? Here, oh dear, sorry about that. Now with the organza, because it's very fine, the organza ribbon, is a good idea to fold it over, okay? Now I've got a knot in this, but it will still go through if I'm not careful, if I don't make a good father knot, see, because this is very, very flimsy stuff there. So you done turned up a little way, and we're going to go along there, so we've got a bit of thickness to hang on to it, so we can make it look good. Okay, you need a bit of thickness, because otherwise that would pull straight through, especially the size of the needle I'm using here. It's got a good father type needle. Now this is going to take a little bit longer than the smaller flower, I think, because it's big. Yeah. Now, don't explain that, Sonia. I'll just go along like this until I feel, and you can do the same thing, that it's full enough for what you want to do. See, you're going to have to do that, because if you cut it off there, that would be too wrong, wouldn't it? Would not meet. So we need to keep going so we can make sure that it's nice. Okay, and make sure that it's really nice there when you finished it. Yeah. There you go. A bit more still, I think. A bit more. You can see that we need it to look like this all the way around, so we're just going to do a bit more. Then we'll cut it off, and there'll still be a bit more to do, won't there? But we want nice fullness on it. We don't want it to look flimsy, and there's nothing worse than when you get to the end and you're just trying to stretch it. It doesn't work, you know. If you're trying to make it look properly, okay. So I think the way that this is done, now you've got to make sure when you're putting this together that you've got those two pieces that are turned over back to back, like so. See, because there's your. They're the same. The wrong sides would be together. Okay, that's the wrong sides, and you want them together while you pull this up tight, and you've got them wrong sides together. Okay. Now don't let it go if you can. It's not always easy. You might have to go back and redo it if it gets way on you. But so I've got doing a few little stitches in that, and then I'll cut that off and put this along here like so. Okay, now so then I can put them together, the two ends. If I haven't tightened it too much, I can put them together. Your hands out of the way so I can't, sorry, I'm not going to be able to see what I've done, are you? Make sure that the top bit is these two pieces are joining, okay? You want them two pieces to be joining onto one another, alright? See, that's fraying away, me just touching it, so you got to make sure that it's a little bit of glue on it. Just stick a bit of glue there. Nice bit of fabric glue or something. People use hot glue. I can't. I do. I do and did sometimes, but not so much anymore because it burns me and then I'm just going to snip that, just so it's not going to sit out here above the edge. You know, you don't want it to be sticking out. All right. So you want it to be really nice like that, and that doesn't look very good with that at all, so that's not going to work with that one, but that's okay, because you can just keep on going. I mean, I'm going to just be making flowers and pieces and just see what happens with them, aren't I? So with this one here, I might do some pink. What do you reckon? We'll try a pink one. I'm going to see how this will work, just to, you know, for the sake of doing it. I think, you know, people like to know how to do things that they've seen on here. You can go back and watch them, but it's hard too to find them, isn't it? I'm going to turn this one up too, because it's very fine as well. Like, there's lots of holes, I should say. So therefore, it's going to be too holy. And I'm going to cut that a bit closer to this edge here, because when I go to join it, hopefully, where I end up, they'll come together so they'll look even going around there. You'll see what I mean in a minute, I think, when I do this. So I'm going to actually take this around the end of this, so I've got a really good grip on it, so it doesn't get away from me. Okay, I'm going to put this around here, and I'll do a ribbon one in a minute too, because, well, they're not hard to do. This is the easiest one to do as flowers, I think. There's lots of other methods, and we can look at doing a few more later on down the track. But I do have a lot of things that I have been requested that I make, so I must get myself onto that now that Christmas and everything's over. My daughter's having a lot of issues with her boyfriend, so as far as his health, so sometimes things get a bit hard around the, you know, but anyway, I haven't heard from her either, so I'm really starting a bit worried about that. But anyway, so hopefully I can talk to her sometime today. I'm hoping. I'll just keep going around here now. When they're not contacting you, I suppose their things are okay, but she did say that she had a lot going on, so look at how that's working. Doesn't that look good? A fair bit in this one I've had to put in, isn't it? Like a fair bit of lace. But that doesn't matter, because I think it looks amazing. So you can use any sort of type of lace that you want to. It just depends on. Now it's making a nice little circle. So I'm going to keep going with this. When I say a nice little circle, it's not all pulled up close together because it's full. See how, because I've doubled it over, it's going to have a little like a hole or whatever, but I'm going to take the whole lot of this to make this, because I will have a centre in it, and I can just put another flower over the top of it, or a nice piece of bling if I don't want any more. But I like to build them up with more than one petal. Now I'm going to cut this off a bit past that piece there, like I did at the beginning, so those two pieces can be stuck together at the end. Okay, I'll show you that, what I'm talking about. See how that's there like that. I'm going to take a bit more off there in a minute. I'll move this back a bit so it's not. Get hold of these pieces, flatten them out nice and straight, and get hold of them and pull that up again, and then sew it so it's okay. I know it's not. I've got something looped there, but I don't think it's affecting it. I hope not. It's still tight. It's still tightened up, so that's good. It might have been just a little bit near the knot when I started, I don't know. So I'll cut that off. Now I've got these two pieces here that are meeting up together, so I'm going to put a bit of glue under that, and glue them together fair there. So it'll just like keep going in a continuing pattern sort of thing around the flower. You see? Let me get that. And then I'm going to snip that bit off there because I want that to be, I'm really stuck to this. I want that to be level and just right, you know. So it, so you've got a petal looking piece on each bit, you understand? Okay, now it's gone into a sort of a oval shape, so I'll wiggle him around and get him to a circle. I put a lot into it, so that's why it's so it's open there, but I'm not disappointed with that. I'm quite happy with that. I thought I had a pink piece of something around here a while ago. I did too, this bit. I don't know if I'd put that in there. Maybe I would. Maybe I'd put that in there, and then I'll use a bit of bling of some sort if I've got a bit here, and put it in the centre. It's not blingy enough, is it, that bit? I need something a bit more blingy than that. And this is very plain too, that one. I don't like that at all. Wait a minute. I have a box of blingy stuff up there. Actually, I pushed it back too far now. I can't reach it. Let me see. Have we got something over here I can stick in there? Show you what we're doing. No, that's not a big enough piece of bling, is it? I like something you can actually see. Got stuff all over the place here. You know what? It feels really different. I know that it's only I'm in the same place and everything, and that doesn't look too bad. But I'm not a big fan. But having the camera around a different way just seems really, really different to me. I don't know how to explain that. It's I'm going to find a piece of bling for this. I really will. I'm determined now. I'm going to look for it. I really will. It won't be long, I promise you. It won't be long. I've got a few little places that I can go for searching for something. That's purple. That's wrong, that one. Okay. A dish here with bits in it. Come on, Sonia, you're holding up everything here. You've got to have the right piece. It takes me a while to craft sometimes because I need the right piece. It's terrible, isn't it, when you're fiddling around, but you've got to get what looks good, what you want to put in there. It looks really nice or whatever. Don't you? If you're not happy, you can't leave it like that. You just really can't. Okay. So I'm probably not looking in the right place still. Alright. I like this bit. I like that in there. See? And there you go, you make a nice flower. So the centre one there would be done the same as I did the blue one, and then the outside bit. And then, you know, it's just up to you whether you'd still go ahead and make a piece again to put it around the back. Where's the... And then I'll put one of these behind that to stick it on. Where's the piece that I did with the... Here. No, I'm not really keen on that. So we're going to put this together. I'll put this one on first. This glue's playing the fool with me, and maybe this circle might be a little bit too big for it. I don't know yet. I'll have to see. So I think I can hear my husband sneaking up the hallway, and I'm doing a video, Jeremy. Okay, it's all right. He's gone another way. He's got another doorway. Okay, so we put this on here like this. Glue. Put the flower on, the petal. You know, some cases you'd use a bit lighter, but I don't think this looks too bad. But when you put you need the 3 tiers, you know, you need 3 graduations of the thing because of the flower, because it makes it more, I don't know. Sometimes these words just escape me. They're all in my head. I just can't get them out of my mouth. Okay, sometimes the wrong words come out of my mouth. So there we go. I've made that little pink flower with lots of glue on it, and I think it looks pretty. See, you've got to trial and error on these things. Some of these might have looked okay, but this one had to be the right one, didn't it? To my way of thinking. I think that looks awesome. I have run out of flowers. I had to make some today because I wanted to send out a parcel, and I didn't have enough flowers that I really liked, you know, because sometimes you make them and you don't really like them, so I had to redo some this morning. So that's what I was doing, and that's why I've come to here, and I've got that glue on there, but I'll get it off. I'll keep picking at it till I get it all off there. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you like my new camera angle, and I hope you can see what I'm doing a bit better, and I'll talk to you later. So be good everybody, and please leave your comments, because I love to read your comments, and I'll talk to everybody after. I'm going to do next, I don't remember what I had planned, but I'm sure I'll come back. I'll be back soon to do another tutorial on. I was thinking about doing this little tassel. I don't know whether you just need to know how to do that, but I can put a video up on how I made that. That was quite easy. There's a little tiny cotton reel under there, tiny cotton reel, and I never covered him completely because I needed to know that was still a cotton reel under there, you know. Anyway, so talk to you later, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.